Hey everybody, this is Jovan Lawrence. About to give you guys a quick, retouching tutorial on how I do my color edits. I use a Photoshop CS6. You can use whatever Photoshop you want. These are just some techniques that I use. Just go ahead and click in the window pane here. If you have CS6, you could double click. The photo should pop up. I hit the Z key. Hit one time and then hit fit the screen at the top to kind of like give me the right workspace that I need. Um, Also, try to push this back, but it looks like it's already pushed back, so that works. All right, folks. First thing I want to do is I want to see if I can get this here. It looks a little dingy. Now, this picture was taken straight out of the camera, so there's no alteration in this photo. I just took a great photo, but you could always do some kind of editing. So I want to see if I can get this blue to be a little bit more bluer, and maybe this green to be a little, just like a tint of extra green, just to make the background pop a little bit, because I believe she's already standing out as well. The background is blurred out pretty well, so we don't have to worry about blurring it any further. We could add a small tint blur to it, but for the sake of the purposes, we'll just see what it would look like if I were to just color this with a little bit more blue. So the first thing we want to do, folks, is hit the I key on your keyboard. That brings up the eyedropper. We're going to set some points. So just hit the shift key and then click one time. That'll be point 1. We'll say point 2 would be maybe like right here. And then point 3 over here, this other section. All right, folks. And basically what we're looking at, folks, is we're looking at the values for, you want these numbers to some kind of be in some kind of range to where it's kind of close together. All right, so let's look at number 2, since these numbers aren't as close together as 1 and 3 are. You have 54 and 67. So let's go to point 2 and let's just play around with it. Let's just go over to curves, click that one time, then click the key with the hand on it one time to drag it, so we can click and drag to kind of modify the curve. And we're just gonna, before we do that, let's go ahead back and click info so we can kind of watch the numbers. So look at the value 2, which is over here. Let's look at those numbers as they go up and down and then see what it does to the photo. So as we raise it up, we see that we give it a little bit more. You see how that works? It's a little bit more tint. We come down, it gets a little dark. She's well lit. We can give her, we say about, I say about right there looks pretty darn good. So we'll keep it right there, folks. So basically we went from a 54. These numbers on the left represent what the numbers were, and the numbers on the right represent what the numbers are at this moment. So we went from a 54 to a 46, a 67 to a 58, and a blue value of 66. All right, folks, so if we want to go ahead and raise that, we could at value 2. All we have to do is just go back over here to properties, click the RGB, and let's say we want to raise the blue a little bit, make it a little higher. We just hit the blue, go back over to info, and then we'll watch the numbers as we raise that value at point 2. So let's raise it up just a little bit. See if I can get it back to what its original value was, which is 76. Okay, so let's go back to this. Let's go to up a little bit. Let's say at 80. That looks pretty good at 80. And we can always go and check to see if we like what we see by just going and hitting before and after over here, hitting this eyedropper. So we click that one time, that's about before. That's our after, before, after. So far, so good. We can also raise up, let's see, let's go ahead and raise up the reds a little bit. Let's see what it will look like. So we hit the property, go to blue, hit red, go back to info so we can watch the numbers, and we'll just raise up our red value a little bit. As we could tell, it kind of washes the blue out a little bit when we raise up the red value. So we'll bring that back down. Let's see. So basically our sweet spot is about right here. I say about right there is our sweet spot. We'll go back over to the eyedropper, before and after. Now, also what I could do, let's say I want to keep it right here because I like the way the background is looking. Now let's go and look at the, before I say that, let's go to properties and let's raise the green one time. Hit green, go over to info, hit the eyedropper. Okay, so we're going to raise our green a little bit. See how that will look. No, I don't like the way it looks, actually. I'm going to keep that back down. What you know what we could do? We can go ahead and hit the shift key and click and drag in the green area. Let's drag it right here where it's already green at and see what the values are for green. Yeah, see, that's pretty good. We'll just keep it right there, folks. So let's say we want to, because when we hit the before and after, if you look at the girl's face, her face has changed as well with the tint. So in order to wash that off, what we need to do is we need to go over here to this mask here, click add vector mask. Then we want to change this color to black, folks. Over here on the left side, hit OK. This number here, you color it black. Hit the B for brush. All right. And what's going to happen is we're just going to start coloring in. Basically, we're just taking the tint off of her clothing. As you could tell, her clothing is going back to the original color. So is her skin. We don't want to take that tint off her face and off her clothes. We just want to put the tint on the background. All right, folks, that looks like it's pretty good. Looks like I got everything colored in pretty nice and well. Now let's go back and look at our before and after, folks. This is our before. This is our after. Before and after. Thank you for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to show you just something real easy, something that I'll do to basically color correct, make the photo pop a little bit. As you could tell, the blue is definitely making it look nice and well. The green is even a little darker, folks. This is what I do. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Holla at your boy.